Gamecock Nation, it's your boy Darius Rush back with another podcast for episode 4. All right, today we're going to go over just a little bit about the Georgia game and everything that transpired. But before we get into that, there was a recent video that went out. You can take that how you want. It probably got taken out of context. But, I mean, we're going to address that with Josh just going over like that video that was posted the other day.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was viral for like a couple hours yesterday. It was something that I really didn't even think about when I had said it. I mean, social media is gonna be social media, so it's kind of like I really didn't. Like, I don't know, like, we was like 40 minutes in on the video. It was literally just like talking. And I didn't even like think about, I guess, how I said it or something. But I mean, like, it's a new day. I really can't be, dwelling on it because, I mean, social media is going to be social media. And a lot of people take it out of context majority of the time. But, it was, I addressed it with Coach, my coaches and stuff, just apologize about it, just because, stuff like that really just need to stay in the house. And, it is what it is. Like, I really can't, it's out there. So I really can't take it back. So, it's just a lot of people do take things out of context because I really, at the end of the day, us as players got to know our jobs and got to do our jobs, whatever situation we get thrown in. So, that was pretty much kind of like where I was going with that statement. But, obviously, it kind of got twisted the wrong way. Trust me, I've seen that happen plenty of times where you tell a story to somebody and, they go switch it up and tell their own version, and that person tells their own version, tells their own version. So they don't really get the whole concept of, what somebody was trying to tell in those couple words. But, it's a new day. Episode 4. So,
Episode 4.
Episode 4. Here. So we still rocking. It ain't like somebody came and shut us down and be like, hey, you guys are fired. So, what I'm saying? Episode 4, we back. And, Gamecock Nation, we going to get it right. So.
Definitely. All right. Georgia came into town, reigning national champs. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Of course, we didn't come up with a victory. So we're now sitting at 1-2. 1-2. Didn't think this where we'll be in the season as part of the season, but still a whole bunch of football left to be played. Just going off that game. Personally, I mean, it wasn't South Carolina football being played. I mean, we already established that as a group, as a team. Offense didn't execute on certain things. The defense didn't as well. We go on film. It's maybe we missed a tackle here or there. We wasn't in our gaps. So at the end of the day, a loss is the whole organization. It's not a specific person, a specific player, or a specific coach. It's South Carolina and the Gamecocks loss, not Josh, not Satterfield, not Clayton White, not Shane Beamer. It's a team effort. So everybody plays their part, and we just all got to do our jobs effectively to get a different result. But just going back on that game, I mean, we got the number 1 team in the country coming into us in the Columbia, 12 o'clock noon. You just those are games you get excited for, honestly. So with all the fans selling out and everybody being there, being loud. So just me personally, that was a game that's a personal game for me. I mean, it's a rivalry. So you always want to go in there and try to win a rivalry game, but you also try to win every game. So I mean, it was pretty obvious. They went down first 3 drives, and we couldn't stop them on the first 3 drives, but eventually allowing a punt. So I'll say based off those 3 drives, it was we can't put our offense in predicaments like that. We just can't give up 21 points and expect the offense to just try to keep up. A team like Georgia, you just gotta execute. You can't have anything slacking. You got to dot your I's and cross all your T's when you play teams like that, because with those kind of teams, they'll expose you when you mess up. And that goes in the run fits and in the pass game. I mean, you got to fit your gaps, things like that. So I'll say as a defense, that's not South Carolina football as a defense and how we play. But we're back to the drawing boards. We're on to a new week. So we're going to take that loss right there and just learn from it. You just got to learn that when you play certain teams, you just can't go out there and expect to just win every week. You got to have precise execution on the game plan and your techniques. So from a defensive point of view, in my eyes, that's what we didn't do. But like I said, on to the new week. Josh, what would you say your thoughts are from that game?
My thoughts, I take every game serious. It's not a game that I take lightly. Like I said, we don't have Georgia State, Arkansas, Georgia. There hasn't been one game where it means, I guess it means more or whatever the case. Obviously, I'm from Georgia, so obviously every time I get a chance to play those guys, I kind of want to have my best effort out there, or I want to give my best effort every game. But basically, there is no game that I'm like, oh, we got these guys, so it shouldn't, take it lightly. There is no game that I take lightly. I always want to go out there and just play football and be grateful about playing football. Leading up into that game, it was obviously like you said, number one team in the nation coming in. So obviously you want to try to knock those guys off, try to get the win and knock them out of that top 5, top 10. Any ranked team. You want to be able to have the chance to go up against and just play great football. So there was for me, there was no, it was just another football game, getting ready to play. And, I felt really good, felt really confident going into that game about the game plan and what coach was dialing up. But, obviously, the turnout was, we struggled a lot. But it really wasn't anything that they was doing to the offense that affected us. Like, they didn't put no fear in our hearts. They didn't do anything to make us not go out there and just not play football. Like we was talking about last week, it was a lot of things going over and watching the film. There's a lot of things that we kind of just beat ourselves with. And, like I said, as an offense, everybody, all 11, have to be dialed in and moving in the same direction. You can have you can have 10 guys going to the left. You got one guy going to the right. That whole play is just blown up. So it's something that just got to go back and build off of and learn, which we have. Like I said, that was last week. So the more you kind of just dwell on it, you never really just get better, and you'll see where the mistakes were, and see where we can all be better at as a team, as an offense, as a defense. Everybody, every position on that field. So it's just one of those things where you got to take it to the chin and say, hey man, what's next? So that was my thoughts on that game. That's how I felt going into the game, very confident playing those guys. But obviously we just came up short.
I'm honestly not a big social media guy. I was always just let things roll off your back, bro. I mean, it's gonna be negative comments here and there.
Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, we still it's game 4. Georgia game, that was game 3. We still got 9 more guaranteed. So it's not saying this game doesn't matter, but that's what I mean. If we go dwell on it and be like, man, we should have beat Georgia when we got Charlotte. If it's Friday and you're like, man, yeah, man, we should have beat Georgia and we play tomorrow. Like, you got to get off that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's still early in the season. We can, we still have the opportunity to turn this whole thing around. Like, we just 1-2. We got 9 guaranteed. So, we kind of start, we write this story. So, just because we lost 2 games doesn't mean, the whole world is ending.
Yeah,
the moon is falling and freaking
yeah,
meteorites coming down on South Carolina. We can't do anything to avoid it. So,
yeah,
it's still turning this thing around.
I mean, it's like, all right, for the fans that come and support us, I mean, you come and support us, and we appreciate it all the time. Like, that's a no brainer. Like, we appreciate you guys we appreciate like those who support us and through everything. I mean, I got a DM from a Gamecock account. Even after the loss, man, we're still rooting for you guys. It's just the little things like that means a lot. Because it's like, all right, Georgia, we know they're a good team. We didn't perform the way we should have. It's hard to do what we do, to be honest with you. They got scholarship guys. We have scholarship guys. At the end of the day, it always comes down to who's going to make the most plays. And come to find out, Georgia just made the most plays. So, I mean, like I said, it's hard to do what we do in terms of learning game plans from week to week and performing to the best of your ability. So, like I said, to those fans who appreciate you and Gamecock Nation as a whole, it means a lot to have that positivity, because that's what we thrive on in our building is positive energy. We don't dwell on things. We don't have the negativity talk. So I can say when the negativity talk hits, it's like, all right, are you with us? Are you not against? Are you against us? So it's like I'm a fan, but I'm a fan and I love. So it's like are you a but or an and kind of fan? Not trying to stir anything up. Like, I'm not saying none of that. But I mean, it's got to stay positive. Like Josh said, we have 9 more games. So from Charlotte to the end of the season, possible bowl game. It's gonna be positivity every week. That's what we thrive on, and that's what we got to carry into every game. Josh, can you talk about what a good workout does to positively affect your day?
A good workout affects my day very well. Getting a good workout in, it gives me a lot of energy going throughout the day, just knowing that I just got a good workout in and I'm ready to accomplish the day.
If you are looking for an incredible workout, you need to check out Cycle Bar Forest Acres. They offer the best premium indoor cycling in Columbia. Classes are high energy, safe, but intense cardio. Their riders come to feel alive and live in the moment. They are driven by music and not swayed by fads.
Plus, your first ride is always free at their studio. So check out Cycle Bar Forest Acres and book your first ride by going to cyclebar.forestacres.com.
They are located within the retail outlets of Cardinal Crossing on Forest Drive. Shout out to Cycle Bar for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. But talking positively, we are starting a new week, so we're 0-0. We're trying to go 1-0 this week. So we got Charlotte coming into town from right there down the road. Those guys, they from a defense perspective, they throw the ball a lot, like 500 yards, bro, in a game. 5 touchdowns. Yeah. The quarterback, he can sling it. I'll be honest with you. Great receivers outside. So this is another game where just because it's Charlotte doesn't mean we should blow these guys out by 100. You never know week to week how somebody's coming into play. We might be one of their biggest games on their schedule. SEC opponent, like, so it's like, all right, let's go in there and just go in there with a positive mindset that we can win the game. Not we should, we coulda, we woulda. Let's go in there with a positive mindset of we can with a team like this. Because a team like this is is you sleep on them, they're gonna wake you up at the end of the game. They're gonna wake you up and like, all right, you slept on us. Now you done woke up, man. The score is how it is. So I said with these guys, this isn't a team you can just say, man, we got this. Even though people might say this should be an easy win, they have people on scholarship. We have people on scholarship. There's a reason they're on scholarship because they're good players, no matter if they play in the team they play at or the conference. So my opinion of this team is they're a good team. They had 500 passing yards, so they're a team that likes to throw the ball. So, and this team is a good team. They played Georgia State recently. I think they beat Georgia State. The team we played, they scored X amount of points more than we did. So this is a team that thrives on their passing game. So we shut the passing game down. We got our guys up front that can shut the run game down. But in order for us to do that, we have to execute the game plan as a collective, as a team, as an organization. So my thoughts on this game is it's a positive game for me. I think we should go in there and win because of our abilities and the plans we got ahead. So that's my perspective of how this game will go, and that's what we're doing in practice right now. With the film study that we have and the breakdown of our coaches, giving us the tendencies of this team and the things they like to do. So that's my perspective of this Charlotte team as a whole. Josh, what would you say their defense is like from your perspective?
Yeah, they're pretty solid team. Defense, they play hard, very well coached, and it's not a team like you said. Like it's not a team that you need to take lightly. Just because like they're gonna put their pads on Saturday. They putting their pads on this whole week, just like we are. So we just got to go out there, and it starts. Today is Wednesday, so we had practice Tuesday. So we had practice today, so it starts throughout the week, having a good week of practice and getting that momentum back, getting that positive energy back within the team after a tough loss. And just know that, like I said, take it on the chin and come back next week, knowing that you got another guaranteed opportunity to go out there and play football. The game that we've been playing since we was little kids. So, every team is different, but I would say like, this team, they play hard and they're well coached, and we just got to go out there and dominate. Whether it's from quarterback, receiver, running back, tight end, offensive line, we just got to go out there and dominate. Just go out there and dominate the team and early, and the results that we want towards the end of the game will show. So, what I'm saying? That's pretty much all we got to do. You can't take any team lightly. I don't care who you may play. You can never take a team lightly, and just got to come out there prepared. And games like this is going to be who's well coached, who's more coachable, who can fall back on their training and know that when the time comes, when I win my one-on-one, this was has to happen, and the end result will show. So I'm looking forward to the game. Like I said, man, we go out there and get another opportunity to play, and that's all I thank God for and look forward to. Just because, as we see, we already lost 3 soldiers this year already. So what I'm saying, we just never know. We never know when this opportunity get taken away from us. So being able to go out there and play another opponent in our stadium, what is it going to be, another 7:30, a 7:30 game
7:30
at night? Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. So to all the fans that's watching this, please show your support, which I know you guys will. So it's gonna be fun, and can't wait for Saturday night, and will it be? So that's what I take from this game, and I'm ready. I'm ready for those guys to come up in here so we can dominate.
But it's like I said, we're gonna be positive about things, right?
Yeah, man. Shout out. It was one guy. It was one guy in the stand. Shout out to him. He had his drink in his hand. He's like, "Hey, John. Hey, man, we still love you guys, man. We're gonna get it right next time. We still love you guys." Shout out to that guy. That's the positive energy that I'm talking about. And of course, some some fans they be gone. They be gone after the second quarter, But it's all right. It's all right. It's cool. Someone be gone, but he was still there. It was like in the fourth quarter, like 3 minutes left. Still there having a good time. But it's all right. Fans gonna be fans, man. They just support us so much, and they want to see us do good. And when we not, they kind of just they bulge out, man. They tweak out. They get a little upset.
It's like when you're at home and you may got an A on the test. Your mama gonna pat you on the back. You still forgot to take out the garbage, so now she on you again. So it's a love-hate. You feel me?
Love-hate relationship.
I don't mean nothing by that, Mom. I love you though. Like it's 7:30. Another night game under the lights.
Good light show.
Good light show, man.
I definitely will be looking. Definitely will be looking.
Definitely. After yesterday, whatever transpired is over. It's a new day. We don't dwell on anything. We just keep moving forward. And that's how you should take every day. No matter what happened yesterday, it shouldn't affect your day to day. So hopefully everybody had a positive day today, and you're going to have a great rest of the week. So that's why I say to that. We're going to get into the question segment of this.
Question that you guys submitted.
Question that you guys submitted. So first question, let's go with, what music is being played in the locker room?
Who is that? The real Josh?
The real
Joshua Grant?
Grant, yeah.
With 2 A's. The real Joshua with 2 A's. What's up, Joshua? My name is Joshua, too.
So corny, bro.
Hey, I've been in the facility for 5 years, and there hasn't been another guy named Josh in there. So now that we got, I think we got a equipment guy.
Yeah, equipment guys.
Equipment guys, Josh, and one of the athletic trainers got Josh. And I get too confused when I hear somebody call Josh. I'll be the first one to look.
You the first one to look. Boy,
when I see another fellow Joshua, hey Joshua, my name is Joshua too. Nice to meet you, Joshua.
But the music that get plays in the locker room is, I'll be honest with you, it's all different genres. You got your rap, you got your hip hop, you got your R&B, you got your country music, and on Sundays when we go in the building, it's a little bit of gospel playing. So we got about everything playing in the locker room, to be honest with you.
Everything you need. Sometimes it get a little annoying, though. Music be loud, man. I be trying to get on the phone. I was on the phone with my mom, like, today is Wednesday. I was on the phone with her Sunday. It was Sunday after practice. Man, they had that music so loud. I'm on the phone with her. She's like, tell them to cut that music off. I'm like, Mom, then every day, I don't know what you want me to do. They go play that music. I don't know. Regardless what you say. If I was there, I would tell them to cut that thing off. I'm like, girl, you might well forget it. You might well. She's like,
that music definitely gonna play every day.
Music be yeah, sometimes it be some good music though. Sometimes. Everybody got their taste. So sometimes it be some good music. I be having to pull out that Shazam. Like, hold on, what this is?
But yeah, that's the music for the locker room. It's anything you want, depending on the day, and depending on the mood of the day.
And who got dogs? Who playing the music too?
The next question, we got our favorite uniform combos from Peyton Dawkins. Favorite home combo. I think it was, I want to say it was that black. It was like black garnet. It's the black garnet from this year with the black accessories. It was a couple years ago. We did. I think it was black garnet black. A couple years ago.
Garnet black.
Yeah, with the black accessories. I like that too. I like that combination as well.
That's
So
pretty.
that's my home combination. What's your home combination?
My home when we did. I guess a lot of people is fan of the all black. I don't mind all black, but I think my favorite is the. I like the classic white garnet white. I like that.
Yeah,
We did wearing
definitely.
white garnet white with white accessories, and I would say I guess a number two is when we wear the all the colors, the garnet black, white with either white accessories or black accessories.
But you gotta go. You gotta go in order, like which helmet, which jersey. I know all
But
what
I'm
we
saying
rocking
it's the
with.
garnet helmets, black jerseys, and white
Oh, with
pants.
the white pants. Oh, like we did with Vandy. That
Yeah,
combo.
I like
Okay,
that
okay.
combo. That combo is pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. See, if I was dressing out, I would probably like throw some exotic stuff on every time. Like I would probably just go like all colors. It may look tacky, but it's all gonna look good because we all got the
Yeah,
same thing on. So
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me though. But I do like the classic white garnet white. That's my one.
All right, let's go with away. For the away combo, it's always the ice white, man. Like
Like the ice white.
I like the ice
I like
white.
the ice white. So I'm gonna give ice white is gonna be my number two. My number one is when we go black, white, black with white accessories. Oh
Yeah,
my, that
yeah.
thing there be tough.
No way, no black accessories.
No
Offset it.
white accessories,
I
white
can see
accessories,
that. I can
white
see that.
accessories. You got the white gloves on.
Yeah. Okay, I
I
got
mean,
you.
you
I'm
could
with
go
you on
black
that.
accessory, but I like black helmets or white jerseys, black pants. Yeah, with white gloves. Yeah.
On to the next question. Uh, favorite. We're gonna go back to. Let's see. Uh, oh, Josh, what receiver you played with had the biggest impact on you? And then my question was, what did you learn from J.C. Horn? So, Josh, I'll let you answer yours first.
I would say a receiver that had the biggest impact on me here, that I played with, would probably Shaw Smith and Brian Edwards. Those guys, I kind of, I really looked up to them and always asked them for advice and stuff. So those two guys. Brian just hit me up like yesterday, and just like if you ever need anything, need some advice or anything, just hit me up, and I got you. So I would say Brian is one of the guys that I would say had like one of the biggest impacts on me. Me and Shaw was like pretty close when he was here. We always, I wouldn't say always hung out, but hung out and got some work in, and just learned off each other and stuff like that. So I would say those two guys had the biggest impact on me.
I mean, with JC, it's a guy I came in with. We came in with that guy, but ever since we moved in, I moved in, and then that 2018 year, us as freshmen, making that early impact. I was on the receiver side of the ball, so I didn't really have that much interactions where, but I transitioned into the DB room. And just seeing his work ethic and the love he has for the game, it was just I just sat back and watched and just took in everything that the things he did, like how he went as a pro. And I feel like that's a lot I matured, especially like last year. I just matured as a football player, and that's what he was. He was a football player, somebody who loved football. And like, of course, this game ain't easy, and it's very demanding. But to just see the work ethic that he put into in college and the things that he did, I picked up on those little tendencies. Like even some of my press technique, I'll be honest with you. I sometimes try to adapt to his press technique to the way his physicality is. And I know I post I might post a little bit of things on my Instagram page. He might slide up and give some, might commend me for that kind of things. Because JC was like, he was a quiet guy for the most part, but he was a leader. So I would say what I learned from him was be a dog at what you do, and don't really listen to the outside noise. Just go about your business. I'll be honest, because he was a guy about his business. Like I saw a memory of his. He was like, man, I'm being the league. That's what, guess where he's at, because he was a guy about his business. So, shoot, hey, that's one thing I learned about him. Be a dog in what you're doing and be about your business, to be honest with you.
That's all we got, folks. Those some good questions, though.
Yeah, that was good.
You
Great
guys
questions.
got some more for us.
This might be something we might implement for some of these podcasts, because we want you guys to be interactive. We want us to be an interactive podcast. So questions will be something else that we do once again. We appreciate you guys. 7:30 under the lights at Williams-Brice against Charlotte 49ers. We appreciate you guys' support and everything you do for us coming to the games and all the positive things that you guys put in us. We'll be back next week with another podcast. And until then, make sure you follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Completely Cocky. This is your boy Darius.
Got a name.
Peace.
Perfect.